Hello everybody, myself Jyoti, and today we are going to discuss Viva questions related to the experiment hysteresis and magnetization curve of a ferromagnetic material using a tangent magnetometer. So first question can be, what is a tangent magnetometer? We know that it looks something like this. So a magnetometer is a device used to measure the magnetic field, particularly with respect to its magnetic strength and orientation. What is a ferromagnetic material? So the ferromagnetic materials are those substances which exhibit strong magnetism in the same direction of the field while when a magnetic field is applied to it. Apart from ferromagnetic, you should know about paramagnetic, antiferromagnetic, antiferromagnetic, and all. You can learn those definitions as well. What is B and what is H? Because we call hysteresis as a BH curve or BH loop. What is B? B, it is magnetic flux density. H is magnetic field strength. Mostly students get confused about these two terminologies. So what is magnetic flux density then? So magnetic flux density is defined as the force acting per unit current per unit length on a wire placed at right angles to the magnetic field. Its unit is Tesla. What is magnetic field strength? Magnetic field strength, also called as magnetic intensity, or it is called as magnetic field intensity, the part of the magnetic field in a material that arises from an external current and it is not intrinsic to the material itself. It is expressed as a vector H and it is measured in units of ampere per meter. Hysteresis. Now let's come to hysteresis. What is it? It is a property of a magnetic material by virtue of which the flux density of the material lags behind the magnetizing force. So hysteresis is a Greek word meaning is lagging behind. What is coercive force in this experiment? Coercive force is defined as the negative value of magnetizing force that reduces residual flux density of a material to zero. We know that when we are reducing H, that time the B value, it doesn't become zero, but we have to apply H in the negative direction. Then that B value becomes zero. So that is what coercive force is. Then residual flux density or residual magnetism. It is a certain value of magnetic flux per unit area that remains in the magnetic material without presence of magnetizing force. So when H is equals to 0, B is not equals to 0. When H is 0, there is certain value of B. That is called as residual magnetism, remanence, or residual flux density. BH curve. So your BH curve looks something like this. So H, we are changing H and we are noting down the variation of flux density. Here you can see this value. This value is of B when H is equals to 0. So that is retentivity or remanence. And coercivity is when H is 0, B is not 0. But if you have to make the value of B 0, in that case you have to apply this field in the negative direction. So that is this much value is the coercivity or coercive force, okay, minus H. Now what is the role of compensating coil in the experiment? Now compensating coil, it is used for demagnetizing the rod. Then when we plot the graph, we also come across the concept of point of inflection. So you can see these two graphs. This is concave up, concave down curve, and there is one point at which the nature of curve is changed. So that is inflection point. Here also the blue region, it shows the concave down, red region shows the concave up, and at one point the nature of the graph is changing. So that is what inflection point is. So the point at which the curve turns, you can say, or the another thing to talk about point of inflection is the slope is maximum at that particular point. Now, why do we calculate hysteresis, or what are the advantages of knowing about the hysteresis loop and all? So we know that from the hysteresis loop, we come to know the value of retentivity and coercivity of a material. So when you know the value of retentivity and coercivity for a material, you may choose that material for different application. Like there are certain applications where you need small retentivity or small value of coercive field. For another application, you may need high coercivity or high value of retentivity that way. So for choosing a perfect material for different application, you need to know the value of retentivity and coercivity. And from BH curve, residual magnetism can be determined, and thus choosing of material for electromagnets, that also becomes easy. So these are the certain advantages of a hysteresis loop. So that's all about the kind of questions which can be asked on this particular experiment. Thank you.